Hello, my lovelies. It is time for round 84 of Have I Read It? So stay tuned. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. Have I Read It is one of my multiple TBR games that I play in order to help pick my TBR for the upcoming month. And the way this one works is you get to help me pick my TBR. So I react to a haul from over 3 years ago, and I tell you if I've read the book, if I haven't read the book, if I've unhauled the book. And out of all the books that I still own that I have not read, you get to vote on which book or books you would like for me to read in the upcoming month. And based on how many I have in my still own, have not read pile, will determine how many I have to pick. So I have been doing, if I have 1 to 10 books, then I have to pick the number 1 voted book, 11 to 20, the top 2 voted books. But I think I'm going to change it slightly. So if I have 1 through 9, I'm going to have to pick the number 1 voted book. But if I get up to 10, I'll have to pick the top 2 voted books. So 10 to 19 will be the top 2, 20 to 29 will be the top 3 books, and so on and so on. So today we're going to be reacting to my book haul June 2020. It doesn't look like a huge amount of books there, though there's some thick ones. I think I know what those are. I'm a little nervous. I don't know. So maybe we have around 20 books. I'm just going to guess. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I've done well. I almost forgot I need to connect my earbuds, which might be dead. So unfortunately, I think all my earbuds are dead. So I'm going to have to see if I can find some other earbuds, or actually I have an idea. Hold on. I have the cheap little earbuds that you get on a flight, which I can use these, I think. So give me 1 second. All right, let's go. Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today I have my June book haul for you, so stay tuned. So this is sort of a mid-month book haul. I've accumulated so many books. I've decided I'm going to start doing like a mid-month haul and an end-of-the-month haul because I end up with so many. So this is like my mid-month haul for June, and I have 20 books to haul for you. So let's just get right into it. I got them all back here. I'm super excited about so many of these. There's actually a couple that I've already read because I was so excited about them. So these are all the books that I've gotten from ordering online or picking up in stores, or have come in subscription boxes, or people have gifted me, or and like 2 books they were like I did a swap thing for. Anyway, so I'm not going to go into where everything came from. You might have seen where they came from if you watched all my vlogs, because most of these get shown in my vlogs. But anyway, so these first 8 are actually all part of a series that I've read the first one, and I plan on reading the second one in July. So the first book is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Okay, so I have read Outlander, and I said that already, but that's the first book in the series, and I said I had 8 books in that series. There's actually more books at this point, but I'm looking to see how far into that series I actually got. Okay. It looks like I only read the first 2. That's all I have marked as read on Goodreads. I thought I had gotten farther into it, but apparently not. So let me just go. I think I go through and tell you the names of all of them. Well, actually, I can just tell you here. So book 2 is Dragonfly and Amber, and I did read that. So that's 2 I can mark as read. But the other 6 I have not read. Here's what it says for Outlander, that's all I can tell you for the first one. The year is 1945. Claire Randall, a former combat nurse, is just back from war and reunited with her husband on a second honeymoon when she walks through a standing stone in one of the ancient circles that dot the British Isles. Suddenly, she is a Sassenach, an outlander in a Scotland torn by war and raiding border clans in the year of our Lord, 1743. Hurled back in time by forces she cannot understand, Claire is catapulted into the intrigues of lairds and spies that may threaten her life and shatter her heart. For here, James Fraser, a gallant young Scots warrior, shows her a love so absolute that Claire becomes a woman torn between fidelity and desire, and between two vastly different men in two irreconcilable lives. The third book in the series is called Voyager, and I don't have that one marked red. So if you want me to continue with this series, vote for Voyager. But that puts 6 in my own and have not read. That's a bad way to start. That's a very bad way to start since I just changed it to if I have over 9. Okay, so we'll go ahead and skip past all of the Outlander books. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now for the other 12 books in this haul. So these first 4 all kind of go together too. Well, they're cookbooks. I love cookbooks, and I just got a little Instant Pot thing, but it's like, it's an Instant Pot, but it also has like the lid, like you can switch from it being a regular Instant Pot lid to being an air fryer lid. And so I'm like excited to try out some Instant Pot recipes and air fryer recipes. So we have Eat What You Love, Quick and Easy. Great recipes, low in sugar, fat, and calories. Okay, so this is a cookbook. So I'm just going to mark this one as red. All right, next up. Also, we have Lose Weight with Your Instant Pot. Another cookbook, so I'll just mark this one as red. All right, next up. Then we have Now Eat This, 150 of America's favorite comfort foods, all under 350 calories. Again, another cookbook, so I'll just mark that one as red. Next. And then Taste of Home, slow cooker, 278 all new family faves. Amazing meals ready when you are. And there's a bonus chapter for instant pot pressure cookers. Again, another cookbook, so that's handy. So yeah, mark that one as red as well. All right, I think the rest are not cookbooks, so I think we're getting into the regular novels. All right, next. Okay, so the first book here is one that I actually already own, but I have a different edition. Okay, so, well, let me just show it to you. I have The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. I feel like I have unhauled that. I have to check though. No, I got rid of the hardcover edition I had of that. Okay, so for this one, I have read The Wrath and the Dawn, which is book 1, but I never got around to reading The Rose and the Dagger, which is book 2. So, let me tell you what it says about The Wrath and the Dawn. It says, in a land ruled by a murderous boy king, each dawn brings heartache to a new family. Khalid, the 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan, is a monster. Each night he takes a new bride, only to have a silk cord wrapped around her throat come morning. When 16-year-old Shahrazad's dearest friend falls victim to Khalid, Shahrazad vows vengeance and volunteers to be his next bride. Shahrazad is determined not only to stay alive, but to end the Caliph's reign of terror once and for all. Night after night, Shahrazad beguiles Khalid, weaving stories that enchant, ensuring her survival, though she knows each dawn could be her last. but something she never expected begins to happen. Khalid is nothing like what she imagined him to be. This monster is a boy with a tormented heart. Incredibly, Sherazade finds herself falling in love. How is this possible? Sorry about that. My camera cut off on me for some reason. So I think I was at, how is this possible? It's an unforgivable betrayal. Still, Sherazade has come to understand all is not as it seems in this palace of marble and stone. She resolves to uncover whatever secrets lurk, and despite her love, be ready to take Khalid's life as retribution for the many lives he's stolen. Can their love survive this world of stories and secrets? So if you want me to read this, vote The Rose and the Dagger. Alright, next up. Okay, next up is another book that I have already read, because I read it like shortly after I got it. I think I listened to the audiobook of it, but it's so much fun. And that is What I Like About You by Marissa Cantor. Okay, so as I said, I have read that and I do still own it. Alright, next up. Okay, next up we have Unteachable by Lee Rader. Okay, I haven't read Unteachable, but I need to see if I still own that one. Okay, it looks like I do still own this one. Dang it, I clicked on something else. Hold on. So this says, Maisie O'Malley just turned 18, but she's felt like a grown-up her entire life. The summer before senior year, she has plans. Get into a great film school, convince her mom to go into rehab, and absolutely do not, under any circumstances, screw up her own future. But life has a way of throwing her plans in a free fall. When Maisie meets Evan at a carnival one night, their chemistry is immediate, intense, and short-lived, which is exactly how she likes it, no strings. But afterward, she can't get Evan out of her head. He's taught her that a hookup can be something more. It can be an unexpected connection with someone who truly understands her, someone who sees beyond her bravado to the scared but strong girl inside. That someone turns out to be her new film class teacher, Mr. Evan Wilk. Maisie and Evan resolve to keep their hands off each other, but the attraction is too much to bear. Together, they're real and genuine. Apart, they're just actors playing their parts for everyone else. And their masks are slipping. People start to notice, rumors fly. When the truth comes to light in a shocking way, they may learn they were just playing parts for each other too. Smart, sexy, and provocative, Unteachable is about what happens when a love story goes off script. So if you want me to read this, vote Unteachable. Well, we're at 8 already. Alright, next up. But this is Ruthless by Carol Lee Adams. I don't recall this book. I have to check. Okay, it looks like I still own this one as well. This says, a spine-tingling debut about the ultimate game of cat and mouse in reverse, as a teen struggles to retain hope and her sanity while on the run from a cunning and determined killer. Ruth Carver has always competed like her life depends on it. Ambitious, tough, maybe even mean. It's no wonder people call her ruthless. When she wakes up with a concussion in the bed of a moving pickup truck, she realizes she's been entered into a contest she can't afford to lose. At a remote rotting cabin deep in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Ruth's blindfold comes off and she comes face to face with her captor, a man who believes his mission is to punish bad girls like Ruth, a man who has done this 6 times before. The other girls were never heard from again, but Ruth won't go down easy. She escapes into the wilderness, but her hunter is close at her heels. That's when the real battle begins. That's when Ruth must decide just how far she'll go in order to survive. Back home, they call her Ruthless. They had no idea just how right they were. So if you want me to read this, vote Ruthless. Okay, if I get just one more, I have to pick the top 2 voted books. Alright, next up. Next up, we have Masterclass by Christina Dalcher, and this I don't know about this one either. Let me see. Okay, it looks like I still own this one as well. So that means we're going to have to pick the top 2 voted books at least. So this says, every child's potential is regularly determined by a standardized measurement, their quotient. Score high enough and attend a top-tier school with a golden future. Score too low, and it's off to a federal boarding school with limited prospects afterwards. The purpose, an improved society where education costs drop Teachers focus on the more promising students, and parents are happy. Aline Fairchild is a teacher at one of the state's elite schools. When her 9-year-old daughter bombs a monthly test and her Q score drops to a disastrously low level, she is immediately forced to leave her top school for a federal institution hundreds of miles away. As a teacher, Alina thought she understood the tiered educational system, but as a mother whose child is now gone, Alina's perspective is changed forever. She just wants her daughter back, and she will do the unthinkable to make it happen. So if you want me to read this, vote Masterclass. All right, next up. And also she sent me The Glass Forest by Cynthia Swanson. I'm not sure on this one either. I feel like I still own it. I do still own it. Okay, this one says, from New York Times bestselling author of The Bookseller comes a gripping literary suspense novel set in the 1960s about a deeply troubled family with three women who will reveal its dark truths. In the autumn of 1960, Angie Glass is living an idyllic life in her Wisconsin hometown. At 21, she's married to charming, handsome Paul and has just given birth to a baby boy. But one phone call changes her life forever. When Paul's niece, Ruby, reports that her father, Henry, has committed suicide and that her mother, Silja, is missing, Angie and Paul drop everything and fly to the small upstate town of Stonekill, New York, to be by Ruby's side. Angie thinks they're coming to the rescue of Paul's grief-stricken younger niece, but Ruby is a composed, enigmatic 17-year-old who resists Angie's attempts to nurture her. As Angie learns more about the complicated Glass family, staying in Henry and Silja's eerie and ultra-modern house on the edge of the woods, she begins to question the very fabric of her own marriage. Through Silja's flashbacks, Angie's discovery of astonishing truths, and Ruby's strategic dissection of her parents' state of affairs, a story of love, secrets, and ultimate betrayal is revealed. So if you want me to read this, vote The Glass Forest. All right, next up. Next up, we have, this was a self-published one sent by the author. This is When the Sky Goes Dark by Oliver C. Seneca. I'm not sure on this one. Okay, this is one that I have unhauled. All right, next up. And last but not least, as part of this haul, we have Rage and Ruin by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I think I did read Rage and Ruin. I can't remember. I know I read Storm and Fury. I did read Rage and Ruin. Yay. And I still own that one because I love Jennifer L. Armentrout's writing. Okay, so I have to pick the top 2 voted books. Here's what you can vote for. You can vote for Voyager, The Rose and the Dagger, Unteachable, Ruthless, Masterclass, or The Glass Forest. You can vote for as many as just one or as many as you'd like. I'll pick the 2 with the 2 most voted votes. The 2 with the most votes. Ooh, okay. So just comment down below which book or books you would like me to read. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!